Welcome to NRED.
We're focused on our great people today. It's
Jeff, a regional manager in Houston, Texas. So if you can quickly kind of take us through not only your time with us, but how you even came to us.
I had actually applied for a third-party property manager position, and for a lot of reasons that didn't work out. But my resume was apparently kept handy, and I got a call from Andre, and he said, "Hey, we've got you have experience in Lawrence, and we've got some properties in Lawrence that need help, and would you be interested in interviewing for it?" And I said, sure. And that was in June of 2014. And then in July, I met with Missy at the corporate office. She offered me the job to manage Trail Ridge and Greystone, our student sites up in Lawrence, and that's how I started. I wasn't sure how long I was going to be with the company, honestly, because we dispositioned Trail Ridge and Greystone pretty quickly. So I was there for about 10 months, and we had great results, had a great team there. From the time that we had gone under contract to the time that we ended up selling those sites, the position at the Boulevard came open for their property manager position, and Missy thought that I might be a good fit there and went for a couple weeks and didn't quit. Missy said, well, we'd like you to stay on, permanently. Would you do it? And I said, sure, absolutely. I saw the potential of what it could be, and it was a great decision on my part to say yes.
I want the following recorded so it's documented forever. And I will continue to say this until the day I die, that Jeff, what you did and your team at the Boulevard is something that you and your team should be so hugely proud of. Tell me before we move on and you tell us what got you to Houston. You worked in multifamily before us, and then you worked with us. Can you identify some differences between who you worked for before us and Nolan?
I think it really comes down to the people and the culture. Those two things are very different and have evolved over time, as over the last, at least, in the last 6.5 years that I've been with the company, and it's evolved in a positive way. There is a real family-oriented environment when you get on board here, and that's just not something that is really prevalent by actions in our industry. I really do feel like we've taken a lot of steps over the past 6.5 years that I've been with the company to back that talk up with a lot of action.
We go from Boulevard, Kansas City, to a promotion as a regional manager to Houston.
I was promoted to regional manager and then moved to Houston in 2018.
Tell us your biggest challenge in the transition from property manager to regional manager.
It's a big adjustment, but one that I was given a lot of, just unvarnished truth about with the people that, helped me into that role. Cheryl, Missy, others, really gave me the stark truth that, your first year to 2 years in a regional role is really hard. You have a lot to juggle, a lot on your plate. You have your own responsibilities to senior leadership and to the executive team, but at the same time, you're supporting those that you used to be on site as one of them. I will never be able to thank Cheryl enough for that, because at the time I thought she was crazy. That's the real mark of this company, is that I think that sometimes we do a really good job of giving opportunities to people to draw things out of people that they probably didn't think they had in them.
How would you describe Missy as a leader?
She's very honest. She is extremely responsive. We had a very, very good relationship as a manager, property manager to regional manager.
What words would you describe Cheryl as a leader?
Cheryl's demanding, but not in a negative way. She demands your best, and that's why she's such a mentor for me. She sees things in people and then is able to get that out of them in a way that I don't think I've quite seen from others. She just really understands how to give you the directive and set the stage for it, and then allow you to use your talent and your creativity and knowledge to achieve. That I really appreciate her for that.
I'm going to share a quote from Cheryl in describing you. Perseverance is Jeff. He does what he has to do to get the objective met. Excellent mentor to others and so approachable. What a cool quote, and it sounds just like you, Jeff. What advice would you give anybody who would be considering NRED as a home, in a work family?
I would tell them that if they are looking to be developed and to grow both personally and professionally, that this is the place for them. If you want to be with people that take an active interest in your success, both personally and professionally, this is where you want to be. I'm living proof of that. I had people that saw something in me, gave me opportunities, and then I was able to take those opportunities and run with them. We really do care. And I think that that's what sets us apart, is that if you have a problem, if you have an issue, if you have a concern, you, in my experience, you are able to bring those concerns up. They are heard, they are validated, and then, think appropriate measures are put in place to make changes if they're necessary.
Your success will continue. Obviously, I hope it continues with us, but it's all about now. And right now, we just love you and we appreciate you. And I'm going to ask one more thing before we hang up. Join me in making a funny face. At the count of 3, you're not going to leave me hanging. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Jeff, you did great. Thank you very much, and for your patience and tolerance as we work our way through these videos.
Thanks, Kyle. Love you, and take care.
Thank you. Have a good one.